Greetings, Arizona leaders. Let's start with last Friday's 5-hour State Board of Education meeting. If you have a high school, note the change in the CCRI, Career and College Readiness Indicator, end count. Now, to qualify, you need 20 graduates. That's the same as before, but these graduates do not have to be FAE, full academic year students. They can come in anytime. And this change will, it is hoped, assist smaller rural and smaller high schools in general to be eligible for the CCR points on the A through F accountability system. Now, if you have a K2 or a K3 school, you can forget about any A through F accountability grade this year because they're not going to be assigning you one. That's enough about that. Further action concerning FAE, the full academic year students. If you have a 6th through 8th middle school or a 7th and 8th middle school, you were concerned about the 2 and 3 year students, FAE students, counting more. Well, they studied that extensively because the board was really concerned as well. A number of us raised that issue. What they found by studying a couple of big districts that had those configured schools was they studied the 1, 2, and 3 year FAE, and they studied just counting all the students as single year students. It turns out that whether you measure it 1 year each or give extra points for 2 and 3 years, there was no significant difference whatsoever in the results. So if you were concerned about that as a 7-8 school or a 6-7-8 school, those concerns are gone. New rules were established by the board for the many changes in teacher certification, changes which will greatly increase the number of people who could obtain a teaching certificate, assuming of course they want to try for such a high-paying job. I will send out a separate report in a few days with all the details from the meeting concerning certification, and I'll try to have them laid out in a chart so you can look at them easily. Moving on to ESSA, our federal law. Recently, I sent you in the podcast the Bellwether and the Collaborative for Student Success analysis of Arizona's ESSA plan. I mistakenly called it the federal evaluation. We don't have the federal evaluation yet. A call last week to ADE from the U.S. Department of Ed said they would get a call this week with a preliminary indication of their evaluation. However, other independent researchers have now weighed in on the Arizona effort. The well-respected conservative think tank, the Fordham Institute, rated Arizona strong in all 3 areas of their analysis. Those areas were clear labels, focus on all students, and fair to all schools. There were only 3 states that got the indicator of strong in all 3 areas of analysis. They were Arizona, Colorado, and Illinois, and this is out of 17 states. They said further about Arizona's plan. The accountability systems in 3 states, Arizona, Colorado, and Illinois, are the best thus far, receiving strong grades across the board. They propose to use ratings that clearly and intuitively convey to all observers how well a given school is performing. They signal that all students matter by ensuring that at least 50% of the school's annual ratings are comprised of measures of growth. And they're fair to all schools, including those with high rates of poverty, by virtue of making growth measures of any kind constitute at least half of a school's summative ratings. Again, this is the Fordham Institute, Michael Petrilli, so that's quite a different analysis than the Bellwether analysis I brought up to you last week. And the complete report is attached for those who want every little detail. Now let's finish with a couple of future events. Remember, the Principal and the Law Conference is on September 19th, about a month away. It will tackle critical issues needed by those who manage our schools, including student use of social media, conducting investigations, the latest on search and seizure, and updates and changes in special education, and more. So strongly consider that. September 19th at the Black Canyon Conference Center. And on October 22nd through 24th, our fall conference in Prescott, Telling Your Story, Literacy's Old and New, will feature noted storyteller Carmen Agradidi, and also Noel Ellison of AASA will tell the story of Washington politics in the age of Trump. What's real and what's not. If you want to join them by giving a breakout session at the fall conference, you can present your idea in the attached conference presentation form and send it to Carmen at azsa.org. Finally, a special welcome to John Fung, who will be associating with ASA in the role of Strategic Business Partners and Conference Development. So we welcome John aboard in that role, and we hope this will allow us to serve you